The Canon EOS R5 Mark II is one of Canon's most advanced mirrorless cameras, packed with cutting-edge autofocus, high-resolution imaging, fast burst shooting, and powerful video capabilities. However, the best camera isn't always the newest or most expensive one. Different photographers have different priorities, whether it's portability, workflow efficiency, or overall value. That's why alternatives like the Canon EOS R8, Canon EOS R6 Mark III, and the original Canon EOS R5 remain compelling choices in 2026. Instead of focusing solely on specifications, the smarter approach is choosing the Canon camera that best matches your shooting style, budget, and creative needs. Not every photographer needs a professional-grade camera body to produce professional-looking images. The Canon EOS R8 proves exactly that. Although it sits near the lower end of Canon's full-frame mirrorless range, it shares many of the characteristics that have made Canon's RF system so popular. Color reproduction remains excellent, autofocus performs confidently, and the camera delivers the clean, natural rendering that many photographers associate with Canon's full-frame sensors. Perhaps the biggest advantage of the EOS R8 is its simplicity. Instead of overwhelming buyers with advanced controls and professional workflow features, Canon focused on creating a camera that is approachable without feeling limited. It is light enough to carry throughout an entire day of travel, yet powerful enough to photograph portraits, landscapes, family events, and everyday life with confidence. For photographers upgrading from a smartphone or an older DSLR, the improvement is immediately noticeable. Background separation becomes easier thanks to the larger sensor, low light performance improves dramatically, and access to Canon's expanding RF lens lineup opens creative possibilities that simply do not exist with fixed lens cameras. Travel photographers are especially likely to appreciate the R8's compact size. When combined with lightweight RF prime lenses, it becomes an excellent companion for city breaks, hiking trips, or international travel where every gram matters. Content creators also benefit from Canon's reliable dual-pixel CMOS autofocus, which keeps subjects sharp during video recording while making solo filming considerably easier. However, the EOS R8 is not designed to replace Canon's professional cameras. The absence of in-body image stabilization means handheld shooting relies more heavily on lens stabilization or careful technique. Professional event photographers may also miss the security of dual memory card slots, particularly when photographing once-in-a-lifetime occasions such as weddings. Its modest resolution compared to Canon's flagship cameras also limits cropping flexibility for photographers who frequently photograph distant wildlife or produce extremely large commercial prints. These compromises are entirely reasonable considering its price. The EOS R8 succeeds because it focuses on delivering excellent image quality instead of chasing every professional feature. For photographers who simply want beautiful Canon full-frame photographs without investing heavily in a flagship body, it may be one of the strongest values in Canon's current lineup. If the EOS R8 represents Canon's affordable entry into full-frame photography, the EOS R6 Mark III feels like the company's most balanced camera. This is the model that quietly solves many of the challenges working photographers face every day. Unlike entry-level cameras, the EOS R6 Mark III is designed with demanding shooting schedules in mind. It combines robust construction, professional ergonomics, excellent autofocus, and fast continuous shooting into a body that feels ready for commercial work from the moment it leaves the box. One of its greatest strengths is versatility. Wedding photographers require dependable autofocus during unpredictable moments. Event photographers need responsive performance in changing light. Portrait photographers want enough resolution for large prints without creating unnecessarily large files. Hybrid creators expect strong video capabilities alongside high-quality still photography. The EOS R6 Mark III manages to satisfy all of those requirements without becoming overly specialized. Rather than chasing extreme megapixel numbers, Canon has focused on creating a sensor that balances detail, speed, and workflow efficiency. That balance becomes increasingly valuable during long editing sessions. A photographer covering a wedding may return home with thousands of photographs. Every additional megapixel increases storage requirements, backup times, and editing workloads. Larger files are useful when maximum resolution is essential, but many professional assignments simply do not require enormous image files. The EOS R6 Mark III offers enough resolution for commercial use while remaining practical for photographers who process high shooting volumes every week. Its autofocus system also deserves significant attention. Canon's subject recognition technology has evolved into one of the most reliable systems currently available. Whether tracking people, animals, or fast-moving action, autofocus feels confident and predictable, allowing photographers to concentrate on composition instead of worrying about missed focus. Continuous shooting performance further strengthens its appeal for sports, wildlife, and event photography, where decisive moments often last only fractions of a second. Video creators are equally well served. Modern recording formats, advanced stabilization, and excellent autofocus combine to produce footage suitable for documentaries, interviews, weddings, and online content production. Perhaps most importantly, the EOS R6 Mark III feels like a camera designed for photographers who earn money from their equipment rather than photographers chasing specifications. It may not be Canon's flagship, but for many professionals, it is arguably the most sensible investment. When Canon introduced the original EOS R5, it represented a major leap forward for the EOS R system. It combined professional still photography, advanced autofocus, high-speed continuous shooting, and groundbreaking video features into a single camera. Years later, despite the arrival of the EOS R5 Mark II, it remains one of the most compelling cameras in Canon's lineup. That may sound surprising in an industry where new models constantly replace older ones, but cameras do not become obsolete simply because a successor appears. In many cases, the biggest difference is price. As newer models enter the market, previous flagships become significantly more affordable while retaining the features that made them exceptional in the first place. The original EOS R5 is a perfect example. Its 45-megapixel full-frame sensor continues to deliver outstanding image quality. Landscape photographers can capture incredible levels of detail, commercial photographers have plenty of resolution for advertising work, and portrait photographers benefit from files that offer generous cropping flexibility without sacrificing sharpness. Image quality remains one of the strongest reasons to choose the original R5. Canon's color science continues to produce natural-looking skin tones, smooth tonal transitions, and impressive dynamic range. Whether photographing weddings, architecture, landscapes, or editorial assignments, the files remain highly competitive with cameras released years later. Autofocus performance is another reason why the EOS R5 continues to hold its value. While Canon has refined subject recognition in newer models, the original system still performs exceptionally well for portraits, wildlife, sports, and event photography. For many professionals, the difference between the R5 and R5 Mark II will only become noticeable in the most demanding situations. The build quality also deserves recognition. Like any professional flagship, the EOS R5 is designed to withstand years of demanding use. Weather sealing, dual memory card slots, and ergonomic grip, and intuitive controls make it a dependable companion for photographers who regularly work outdoors or on commercial assignments. Video capabilities remain remarkably capable as well. Although the newer Mark II introduces improved processing, faster sensor readout, and expanded recording options, the original EOS R5 still satisfies the needs of many hybrid creators producing documentaries, promotional content, interviews, and commercial projects. Perhaps the biggest advantage today is value. Because the camera has been available for several years, buyers can often find excellent deals through authorized used equipment dealers. Purchasing a carefully maintained EOS R5 can free enough budget to invest in additional RF lenses, lighting equipment, or storage solutions upgrades that often have a greater impact on photography than replacing one flagship body with another. For photographers whose work revolves primarily around still images, the original EOS R5 remains one of the smartest purchases in Canon's ecosystem. Choosing a camera isn't about buying the model with the longest list of features, it's about finding the one that fits your style of photography. While the Canon EOS R5 Mark II delivers exceptional performance and cutting-edge technology, it isn't the right choice for everyone. The Canon EOS R8 offers outstanding full-frame value, the Canon EOS R6 Mark III balances speed and reliability for professional work, and the original Canon EOS R5 remains an excellent high-resolution option. The best Canon camera in 2026 is the one that supports your workflow, fits your budget, and inspires you to create more, not simply the newest flagship.